Good morning, everyone. Speaking of stones, do stones have memory? Our planet, the third rock from the sun, is an isolated, vulnerable planet with who knows how many extinctions of life it has gone through, and with life always re-emerging. It is one of the four rocky planets that are closest to the sun. All these four planets have rocky surfaces. As we assume, the vast clouds of dust collapsed under their own gravitational pull, allowing the creation of suns and other planets. These explosions are probably happening somewhere in the universe as we speak, creating new worlds. No one knows the amazing drama that is happening out there. There are three kinds of rocks: igneous rocks from molten materials such as diamond, ruby, and topaz. There are metamorphic rocks that are from semi-solids, allowing the different minerals to enter, such as hematite, calcite, and emerald. Then there are sedimentary rocks from weathering erosion, such as turquoise, moonstone, and jasper. Different minerals and gemstones form from same solutions but at different temperatures and also the ones that can contain historical information. Who or what has memory? Animals have memory. Plants have some kind of memory. No other living thing has a memory like us humans do. Do you have to have a brain in order to store a memory? Your body has memory. Your cells have memory. We humans have a brain with memory that can be sliced by our intelligence to find, interpret, and analyze a particular memory. No other living thing can do it the way we do it. Do inanimate objects have a memory? Computers have memory. Does a ruby become a ruby because of memory it carries? Everything in the universe consists of energy. Everything vibrates at different levels. Rocks have energy. Different stones have been used for healing purposes for thousands of years. Rocks have different melting points depending on minerals they contain, sort of like when ice turns into water. DNA material is a tremendous complexity of arrangements which are needed to produce life. Rocks do not have DNA. Rocks do not have feelings or imaginations. Common sense tells you that. But common sense has not always been the best guide in understanding the universe. If there's information or memory in a stone, how can it be retrieved? Earth produces gems and minerals in a protected environment with organic sources, geological vibrations, and with no human interference. It takes rocks thousands of years to change. They do not grow in a biological sense as they are non-living. However, limestones, for example, grow from living materials. You have seen the case with stalactites and stalagmites, the mineral deposits that are protruding from the ceiling and from the floor. Crystals grow as trillions of atoms connect, increasing the size of a crystal. That process is called a termed nucleation. Rocks react to temperatures, they expand and contract, they absorb moisture and change completely from liquid to solid material. Minerals and stones come from the same liquid and gas that formed the earth. As the crust began to expand and erode, heat and pressure pushed rocks to the surface, making hills and mountains. Earth's gravity and magnetic fields are strongest at the poles. Mountains are full of iron and nickel, so there's a constant pull towards poles. There's always activity up there. Rocks can contain a lot of information and history. Isn't that called a memory? We usually don't look at stones closely, so when you pick up an unusual stone, you don't know what to do with it. If you cut a stone in half, you can see the lines and bands inside the stone. You can look at the color, texture, and hardness. Each band represents an episode of its formation and change in the composition of groundwater that delivered minerals into the stone. Those lines make you wonder about the age of the stone and the tremendous violence it went through during its life. Rocks help us to learn about the Earth's material structures and systems. You can gut your backyard stone with a wet tile saw and a diamond-bladed blade and see what is inside the stone. You can cut the stone yourself and make one-of-a-kind jewelry for that special someone. When you look at inside the rock or a stone, you are looking at one page of millions in a book of history of this universe of ours. Thanks for listening. Speaking of stones, any questions or requests, please contact speakingofstones@gmail.com. Have a colorful afternoon.